Devil. It's a very good job I'm not coming out with you, so you'd have to follow me across the...
Cheers, thank you very much. All the best.
Oh, Shane, please. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I always do. Good shot.
Please.
Water.
It's please. Lady.
Right. Hey. Good. Right away. Steady, look. Come right away, son. All right. All right. Let him get.
For me, there's something profoundly moving about lambing. It seems extraordinary that creature like a sheep and walk around through all the darkness and wet and cold of winter, carrying life inside itself. And in a sense, it's a parable of the moor, that the moor, like the sheep, has gone right through the winter, and now it's ready to burst into life. Things are already inching out of the ground, struggling towards the sun. And I suppose the first day of spring, the vernal equinox, is a celebration of these two things. The landscape about to give birth, and the sheep that's given birth, so that the lamb and the ewe will take their place on the landscape that will soon be rich and green with all the wonder of spring. Despite the fact that they're part of the living world, they live under our mercy, and they rely on us for care. And this is the time of the year when I'm very conscious of this fact, that there is a harmony, if you like, between man and beast, which is not so apparent at any other time of the year. And yet I suppose in farming, in a place like Dartmoor, it's always there beneath the surface, this animal-human relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
The landscape has only appeared to be dead, to be lifeless. But it's miraculous the way, after a long, hard winter, it can suddenly break into life. And everything it holds comes struggling out of the earth, climbing towards the sun. It reaffirms everything that I find beautiful and holy in nature, if you like. Everything that I hold dear is manifest now. That nature goes the full cycle, but the cycle never stops. It's continuous, and that really is what life is. Individuals come and go, things live and die, but that force is there all the time, feeding on what the living world has to give it. And for me, lambing represents this tremendous festival that begins with birth and never ends. Preserving the place and its mystery is of the utmost importance. It's part of the business of keeping our bargain with birth and future generations. When I'm among these hills and combes, I feel I'm really involved in the celebration of life. Even on a winter's day, in this hostile environment, life is the thing. The landscape and the wildlife and everything else that lives here are our responsibility. And if we fail in that responsibility, we don't just fail ourselves as a society, we fail the generations who are going to follow us. Extinction is forever. In fact, it's the bleakest word in the dictionary. Yet it's possible to render a landscape extinct, to change it so radically that what drew us there in the first place suddenly vanishes. These wild acres must be left to themselves to play host to the seasons. They provide a sanctuary, not only for the wildlife, but for the human spirit.